What's going on, everybody? It's Khalil and welcome back to Iman Invest. Today we're going to talk about option trading and how I use momentum to trade options. But before we get into all that, I just want to give a quick shout out to everyone who's checked out the channel, the likes, the subscribe, the Discord gang comments. We see it all, so thank you again. But with that, guys, let me show you guys my strategy when trading momentum. This is going to be more of an intermediate approach, meaning I'm going to assume you know how to buy options or you know what they are and you know how stocks move. If you want a full beginner's guide on option trading and how they move and their price and all that good stuff, please leave that comment and I can get that out for all of you. But I'm going to assume you kind of know what options are. So when I'm trading options, I specialize in calls and puts. Now, there's a bunch of strategies you can do, strangles and all that good stuff. I just like buying calls and buying puts. One thing to note about options are they are extremely riskier than buying the common stock due to their expiration dates. So always keep that in mind. With options, they can go to zero, your stocks. Your Apple stock's not gonna go to zero. If it does, we got bigger problems. So keep this in mind when trading options. They are extremely risky. Now, this style of trading, momentum trading, doesn't only work with options. You can use it with common stock as well, like if you just wanna buy the stock. I just prefer options because you're liquid more often, the freedom to be in and out of trades quicker, the gains are a lot faster when done properly. Again, there's risk to involved, but the first key thing to momentum trading is your discipline. 75% of trading is mental. You see, you need to have rules in place, a system that you're gonna abide by when you're trading, or else all this stuff goes out the window because you start breaking rules and entering things you probably shouldn't enter. But that other 25%, in my opinion, is being able to determine momentum, a direction, and when you can start getting a feel for momentum and how a stock's gonna move, that's all you need once you have the mental part down. So what do? You go on the market and pick 20 to 25 stocks. Pick your favorite stocks, any stocks. I prefer the tech sector, so I trade a lot of Nvidia, Google, Apple, Tesla, Facebook, Roku, Square, Cash App, etc. I trade all the big stocks, the big cap stocks, but you can trade whatever you want. You could be a master of banks, you could be master of penny stocks, you can do whatever you want. I just prefer the big stocks. So get your list of 20 stocks, and what I do is I head over to the chart and I start pointing out levels. And by levels, I mean support and resistance, meaning when a stock was going down, where did it find support? When a stock was going up, where did it find resistance? Where couldn't it get through? So let's head over to the square chart. Let me draw support and resistance levels live for you, then explain a trade that I took earlier this week. So guys, taking a look at Square. Now I have a chart here with all my stuff that I watch. You have Amazon, Square, Roku, Airbnb. I made a little clean one so I can give you guys like a clean slate, what I would do if I was looking at a stock. So you wanna come on here and draw these key levels, right? Obvious points where we either seen a bounce, a rip, or it ran through it. So it either ripped through that price or it bounced off that price. So these obvious ones up here are like 274. Every time Square it got to 274, it had some issues and came down. So that's a key level. When it was coming down, where did it find the floor where it bounced? Down here at 200. Then start working your way in. Okay, right here at 252, Square had some problems going up. And when it broke below 252, didn't look too well. So what you want to do is go to a stock and pick out all these key levels, right? How did the stock behave at a certain price? Your price action. First key component. So let's go take a look at Square on that day. It was Monday and I took a Square trade, right? And in the morning, you see first thing in the market, Square's just ripping and it's getting near that 225. Now my level above 225 was 233. So in my mind, Square gets through 225, it could probably get to 233. So I would look at a 230 call, somewhere in the middle where I know the strike price could get to, right? So as soon as we get through 225, I buy the 230 call. As you see, Square ran, it defended the level, which is always good. Ran, came back tested again, ultimately getting to a high of 232.96 before it went down the next day. Now, levels aren't the only thing you want to keep in mind. That's just your price action. You can have some indicators that help you, like your MACD, your RSI. Those are the two I use. But there's other things you want to look at. See, how's the sector doing? So if Square's running, how's Visa doing? How's MasterCard doing? How's PayPal doing? If those are all running, Most likely Square's gonna run because they're similar sectors, right? How's the overall market doing? How's the SPY? How's the S&P 500? How's the NASDAQ? Does it look like the market's about to crash? If the market's about to crash, should I bet on Square going up? Does Square have any catalysts? Is there any news? Any price upgrades? These little details all go into trading with momentum. You know, if the morning we wake up and Square has a $300 price upgrade by Goldman Sachs and the sector's running and they just announced a Bitcoin wallet and it's near a key level and the market looks good, you should probably bet on Square going up because most likely it breaks to that level, it can get to your next level. You keep these three things in mind, your price action, your momentum, and your sentiment, you'll be good to go. Again, there's a bunch of different ways you can trade. I know people that use moving averages, crossovers, all that stuff. Find what works for you. For me, simplifying it, taking a step out, looking at the big picture, then moving to that intraday with the levels and all that stuff has helped my trading tremendously. Guys, two things I want to remind you of though. The first thing, trading options is very risky. If you're not sure, wouldn't do it. Paper trade. You can use fake money to use options, buy option contracts, all that stuff. Conceptually, you're still learning, it's just fake money. Keep in mind though, that 75% mental. You're not gonna learn that with paper trading because it's not your money. So always keep that in mind. Take paper trading with a grain of salt. Use it to learn the concepts, but don't depend on it. Second thing, you can use this strategy to buy common stock. See, this is how I buy crypto. This is how I buy my long-term stocks. They get to a certain price, I either sell it or I buy more. I dollar cost average up. It comes down to a certain point, I either sell, I'm like, oh, I don't want to hold as much, or I buy more. So this is how you can also long-term invest if you don't want to trade options. You guys know what I'm going to say next. If you haven't already, check out the Discord. The free link is down below. Myself and other members are in there talking all day, sharing our trades, all that good stuff, right? You can come ask us questions. The Discord has almost over 200 members, so there's so many people in there that can help you guys out. Check out the Twitter and the TikTok. Those links are down below. We post some good stuff over there, cryptos to buy, market news, all that good stuff, right? You guys are killing the channel. We appreciate the support. Y'all are hyping me up in the comment sections. So I love it. Thank you guys so much. If there's anything you guys want to see in the future, please let me know and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a video. But until next time, guys, Iman Invest out.